As the school year comes to an end, we are already preparing for students to resume their learning in August. The MSD of Pike Township Schools will offer a virtual learning option for elementary, middle, and high school students. Let's take a look at the virtual learning option for high school students in the 2021-2022 school year. Families will need to select the method of instruction for the 2021-2022 school year for each of their students by June 4, 2021. Learning options will look very different next year. Virtual learning will be asynchronous. Asynchronous means that there is no daily live instruction from a teacher. It is all independent learning. Students will learn asynchronously, which means that they will be learning independently with no live instruction. This will be done through the digital curriculum called Edmentum. Again, there will be no daily live instruction. However, there will be live help sessions available to students 4 times per week after school hours. When you make your method of instruction selection, you must stay with your decision for a whole semester. For example, if you choose virtual, your student must stay virtual for a whole semester. After the semester, you may change the method of instruction. A school counselor will be available to provide social-emotional learning support for all virtual students. Students may still participate in extracurricular and club activities. Students may participate in high school sports if enrolled and earning 5 course credits each semester. If your student intends to play sports in college, the Edmentum courses do not meet NCAA eligibility requirements. The high school virtual learning option will use the digital program Edmentum. Edmentum is an asynchronous program that allows students and families to structure their own learning schedule. Now that we know Edmentum is an asynchronous program, let's take a look at some details. Again, there will be no daily live instruction from a teacher. Courses are self-paced and self-directed. There is significant flexibility in your daily scheduling. Students and families will need to create a schedule that works for them and meets the course requirements. Edmentum courseware is a standards-based online learning program that aligns with Indiana academic standards. Courses at the high school receive core credits that meet graduation requirements. Course lists will be available in Edmentum prior to the start of school. In order to be counted as present each day, your student must meet the minimum login time requirements, complete specific tasks for a given time, and meet minimum lessons units completion requirements. Per the IDOE, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students must attend school a minimum of 6 hours per day. As I stated before, there will be no daily live instruction from a teacher. Most electives will not be available for high school virtual students. Programs such as the International Baccalaureate Advanced Placement, Dual Credit, and the Career Technical Education are not available for virtual learners. Students will be registered for a minimum of 2 courses to determine readiness. To be successful in the Edmentum online learning program, a student must have the ability to have a stable Wi-Fi connection at home, work independently, manage their time wisely, be self-motivated, read thoroughly and comprehensively, seek support as needed, and ask questions. A student must be able to direct their own learning environment and methods to fulfill course requirements in order to complete and pass the course as well as meet graduation requirements. Before making a decision of whether your student should be in person or virtual, please remember these few things. Students are required to have a graduation pathway. Edmentum may or may not be able to support your student's pathway. Families will need to also consider students' current credits and how many are needed to graduate on time. Reach out to your school counselor to determine if this program will meet your needs and graduation requirement timeline. To choose whether you would like your student to be virtual or in person, you will need to go to Skyward Family Access. Skyward is where you will complete registration for the upcoming school year and can be found through the Pike website. You will log in using your username and password. If you have forgotten either of these, you can click below on the Forgot Username or Password. It is very important that you complete method of instruction selection by June 4th, 2021. You have signed into Skyward. You will click on Online Registration on the left-hand side of the navigation bar. Make sure that your student's information is correct. Underneath the general information, you will check whether you have internet access and if your student has a device for e-learning. Then select the method of instruction for your student. You can choose in-person bus rider, in-person car rider, or virtual. Once you have completed the method of instruction, scroll down to the Technology at Home section and complete the questions. Once all of these steps have been completed, click on the Complete Step 1A Only button at the bottom of the page. You will need to complete this process for each student you have registered within Pike. If you have already completed enrollment and would like to change the method of instruction selection, you have until June 4th, 2021 to make those changes. In order to make a change, you will log in to the Skyward Family Access, click on Online Registration on the left-hand side of the navigation bar, click Mark Online Registration as not complete and make changes. Then click on Step 1A Student Information on the right-hand side. You will scroll down to the bottom and click on Edit Step 1A. Here, you can change the method of instruction to in-person bus rider, in-person car rider, or virtual. After you have changed the method of instruction selection, click on Step 11, Complete Online Registration on the right-hand side. Lastly, click Submit Online Registration. Just a reminder that the method of instruction selection must be completed by June 4th, 2021. If you need assistance with the method of instruction form in Skyward, please contact the navigation specialist listed below, or you can email the Stu Tech Help email address. If you have questions about your student's virtual learning option, please contact your student's school.